Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about how narcissistic people will provoke emotions within you and then they will use these emotions against you. A narcissist wants to convince you that your emotional reactions to their behaviour is the problem, that your emotional reactions to their behaviour is wrong, to distract you that their behaviour, their actions is what is in the wrong, as without their behaviour you would not be having these emotional reactions. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. When it comes to a narcissist, they are going to provoke feelings of jealousy within you, either by flirting with somebody around you, causing intrigue, leaving out bits of information, parents showering one sibling with attention, affection and support, bosses praising a work colleague for doing work that you have also done. They are going to create those feelings of jealousy within you. And jealousy usually is formed from a feeling of resentment, which a narcissist is going to provoke those feelings of resentment. They are going to create the environment so that you are resentful of a work colleague, you are resentful of a sibling, and they are doing these things to poke away at your emotions. With a narcissist, it is intentional, and it's normal when you've put time and effort into a project at work and the boss gives somebody else all the praise and all the credit, or takes the praise and the credit for your work. It's normal to feel resentful. When you are married or you are in a long-term relationship which built on trust and loyalty and honesty and respect, and they are flirting with people in front of you or disappearing on you and not giving you the full information and claiming it's only a friend, it's normal to feel resentful that your partner, who you believe is there for you, is involved with somebody else or potentially involved with somebody else. It's normal to feel resentful when a parent is doing all they can to help your sibling while they ignore you. These are all normal emotions which are teaching you that it's time to walk away from that person, because that person does not care about your emotional well-being. And when you approach a narcissist about these kinds of situations, believing that you might have just misunderstood the situation, and that if you just talk to them, they'll understand you and you can work it out and you're just being silly over your feelings, a narcissist is not going to reassure you. They're going to accuse you of being jealous. They're going to accuse your jealousy of being the problem and not their actions. And yes, if you are being made to feel jealous, you have a problem. The problem is not you. The problem is not your feelings. The problem is being around that particular person. That particular person brings out an emotion within you that they are going to use against you, and it's time to walk away from that person. A narcissist is going to chip away at you. They're going to poke fun at you. They're going to humiliate you. They're going to criticize you. They're going to judge you. They're going to devalue you. Again, as a person who does not do that to other people, you're going to question, am I imagining things? Surely they didn't mean it in that way. If I just explain it to them, all will be okay. And with a genuine person, with a reasonable person that understands perspectives and that makes mistakes and takes ownership of their own mistakes and doesn't realise how their behaviour has affected you, you would be able to approach them, you'd be able to communicate with them, you'd be able to sort it out with them. With a narcissist, they're going to go straight onto the defensive, usually because they're quite sensitive people, and they're going to accuse you of being too sensitive. And being sensitive means you can be easily hurt or easily offended. And when people are doing things to hurt you, to offend you, the narcissist finds your weaknesses to make it easy for them to hurt you. If they're not going to be supportive of you, if they're not going to recognise how their behaviour has affected you, as you would recognise how your behaviour has affected somebody else, then you are not too sensitive. You are just around people who are insensitive as to who you are as a person, and it's time to step away from those people. A narcissist is going to provoke feelings of uncertainty in you. They're going to leave out bits of information. They're going to promise things and then not deliver. They're going to cause that intrigue within you. And when you go to approach them about something, where did you go? You said you was going there, but a friend went there and they said you weren't there, or a friend spotted you with so-and-so. Or they're going to do something to provoke feelings of uncertainty, insecurity within you. Again, as you would not do that to another person, or if you did accidentally do that to another person, you would listen to their perspectives, you would listen to their thoughts, their feelings, their opinions, and try to work it out with them. So you might go and approach the narcissist to ask them about something. But as they are narcissistic, as they don't see themselves as the problem, they're not going to recognise how their behaviour is in the wrong. They're going to accuse you of being insecure, to lay the blame at your door so that they can escape any form of responsibility for their own behaviour, and so that they can continue with their behaviour. If somebody is making you feel insecure, life is pretty uncertain enough without the people who are supposed to be there for you making it more uncertain for you. So if somebody makes you feel insecure, it's time to step away from that person. A narcissist will find the things that hurt you in the past and they'll not soothe them, they'll not help you through them, they will rip them wide open. And then when you go to ask them about it, they're going to claim that you're too hung up on your past, that you haven't sorted your past out, that you haven't worked through your emotions, that you need the therapy. When in reality, they are tearing these wounds wide open to hurt you so that they can further their control over you. However, they don't want to take the blame for their behaviour, their mistreatment of you being in the wrong, so they're going to blame your past for being in the wrong. And if you find yourself repeating your past with a current partner, it's time to leave that partner be, because they don't care for how your past affected you. They only care to trigger you so that they can blame you, so that they can get away with doing what they're doing to you. A narcissist likes to have things their own way. They are very self-entitled people who believe it's one rule for them and another rule for you. So when you try to set a boundary with them, when you try to live life on your terms, when you try to do normal everyday things that you don't mind them doing, but they don't want you to do it, they're going to come at you claiming that you're awkward. So they're making out that you're being difficult to deal with. So you end up questioning yourself of, well, am I being awkward? Because you care about their feelings. You care about their perception. You care about their opinion. So when they come at you claiming that you're being awkward, you care for their opinion, you care for their judgment, and you try to work out a way to find a middle ground, to compromise. Although it's never compromise with a narcissist. You will do as they say, or they will punish you, they will criticise you, they will judge you, they will rage at you, they will neglect you, they will fall silent on you. When they say you're being awkward, it means they're finding it difficult to take advantage of you. They're finding it difficult to exploit you. And if someone doesn't want to understand you for who you are as a person, it's time to walk away from that person. They are going to provoke you. They're going to bait you into getting into your emotional thinking and reacting to them. And then they're going to claim that you're the one that's overreacting. So you doubt whether you're believing you're more important than they are, or more important than the issue at hand, so that you question or downplay their behaviour and you exaggerate your reactions, as the narcissist will exaggerate your reactions. If somebody is bringing the worst out in you, if somebody is causing you to ruminate, if someone is causing you to overreact, it's time to take action by walking away from that person. You wouldn't want somebody you care about overreacting. You'd want to calm them down. You'd want to help them out. You'd want to understand them. You'd want to ask them how you could help them. A narcissist will get you in a car. They will poke away until you react. They will then film it, and then they will broadcast it all over social media to get at you, so that they can gain the sympathy for the things they've done to you. Somebody who cared about you would not put you in that situation in the first place. And as people do make mistakes, if they did put you in that situation in the first place, they would care about your feelings. They would try to reassure you, try to calm you down, try to help you out. They wouldn't continue to poke away at you. A narcissist is very good at mirroring and then future faking to give you that false hope. They will promise things in the future to get their needs met in the present, but they'll not deliver on these promises. Yet if you were to bring it up, they'll come up with things like, it's not all about you, if only you hadn't. So you question if you're asking for too much, when you're only asking them to deliver on the things they said they would do but decided they wouldn't do. You are not asking too much, you are asking the wrong person. And it's time to step away from those who continue to let you down and then deny all knowledge or blame you for the fact that they let you down. And then the old, if you loved me, you would. When you set a boundary, a narcissist doesn't want to recognise who you are as a person. They want to get their needs met. They want you to comply to their demands. So they're going to use your emotions, such as guilt, to guilt trip you into doing things that you wouldn't ordinarily do, to suit themselves, to get their own needs met. They want to guilt trip you into taking responsibility. So this is when they will come at you with, if you'd have paid me more attention, I wouldn't. If you'd have reminded me, I wouldn't. So that you take the responsibility for their behaviour. And when someone's not going to take ownership for their own behaviour, they are not going to change their behaviour. They're only ever going to do their best to change you to comply with their behaviour. And when someone doesn't want to recognise their own behaviour, you're not going to help them recognise their behaviour. The best thing you can do for you and for them is walk away from them, because the sooner you walk away from them, the sooner you can find the kinds of people within your life that are like-minded to you, that care about you. And the sooner people walk away from narcissistic people, most narcissists are still going to hold a grudge and blame the other person. But the more we forgive them, the more we try to help them, the more they see that that behaviour works for them, and the more they continue with that behaviour. And it's very difficult to walk away from elderly parents, from partners, especially when you've got children with them, from adult children when they are guilt tripping you. But you have to recognise their behaviour, the emotion they are provoking within you, and what that emotion is teaching you, not what the narcissist is telling you. Listen to your instincts, make a choice. The sooner you make a decision, the sooner you will work out whether that was the right decision or the wrong decision. We all make mistakes in life. However, if someone isn't going to be supportive of you as a person, they are not for you as a person. I am currently full for one-to-one coaching. I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is in the description if you would like to take a look at that. I shall add in the description the playlist on the cycle of a narcissistic relationship. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.